Hello, and welcome to this interesting transition between spring and summer. And the weather's trying to help us out to make us relax a little bit more, and yet there's still a lot of work left to do. Behind me you'll see the copies of the association's mission and vision statements, as well as the core principles for the association. Those are developed over a 2-year period by a core of about 45 people from around the state, superintendents, former state legislators, middle schools, principals, high schools, school directors, officials association, individuals who met over a course of about 6 different days at different times to really chart the path for the association for a number of years to come. During the June 2013 meeting of the WIAA Executive Board, the board approved then the goals, and there are 2 of them, and the action steps to meet those 2 goals that I'll be working on diligently over these next couple of years. And when you look at the core of what's being talked about in there, it's really a challenge to develop a healthy culture within each school, within each league, within each WIAA district, and of course within the state association as well. So I'll be working with a number of different groups from around the state, school directors, superintendents, principals, athletic directors, coaches, to really define what a healthy culture is. If you have some interest in being involved in that discussion, let me know, because it's really at the very center of what we're doing as an association, because when we have a healthy culture, then all of our student participants come out of it really strong. Coaches School, that's becoming a staple for the association. We're averaging about 500 coaches every year in Yakima. So go on the website. This year we're just a little bit earlier, that last Thursday, Friday, Saturday of July. But it's a great time. It's not only a great time to learn, but it's a great time to interact with fellow coaches and get a chance to network and create some great opportunities to learn more about how to coach, how to be a part of a great team. And when you come to the WIAA office, and even if you don't get a chance to get here, one of the features that we've added is that we have a letter, the normal letter that letter winners from your schools wear on their sweaters or their jackets. We have a new wall in the association office that's dedicated to all of our school letters. We're just a little bit over 300 of our 400 high schools, and we've got a number of middle schools and junior highs that also have letters. But we need your school letters. It's a phenomenal wall in the office that has all of our school letters. So if yours isn't up there, get in touch with us, send us that letter so that we can proudly display your school in the association office. Thanks. A couple other things that came out of the WIAA Executive Board meeting in June, and those minutes will be ready very shortly on the WIAA website, talking about the academic ineligibility period that is part of the students who fail their coursework, and that 5-week period and how that'll be sorted out in the fall. And then also, along with the strategic plan and that very principle, the board wrapped up its discussion for the school year. And I want to thank board members Al Faulkner and Craig Olson for their terms of service on the WIAA Executive Board. Both Al and Craig have decided that it's time to turn the reins over to something else, and so we welcome Lori Wyborney, the principal at Rogers High School in Spokane, to take the District 8 slot, and Pat McCarthy, the athletic director at Sammamish High School, to take Craig's spot on the District 2 position on the WIAA Executive Board. Beyond that, you're probably hearing a lot of discussion about football and about concussion. And I think it's important for us to realize that concussion is not a single sport issue. It's an issue, a health issue that cuts across all sports. And again, I want to caution us that obviously it is a concern in football, but it's a concern in every sport, from soccer to cross country to basketball, all of those issues. That's why it's important for us to stay vigilant about the managing of concussion, and to let students know that it's okay to let someone else know that maybe they're not feeling well, and maybe that hit they took is causing them some issues. It's important, again, for long-term health. Regarding the football issue, there's a lot of discussion about where are we headed as a country, as a nation, or where are we headed as a sports community with the future of football. And I'm fully committed in working with the other state associations and with various agencies within the state of Washington to make sure that football is being taught the right way, that we know how to teach kids where to put their heads properly and how to block and tackle and get the game of football into that mindset that all we need to do is tackle somebody. We don't need to get into a situation where we're trying to hurt or injure or really be a little bit more vicious than the sport really can be. So stay tuned. John Miller, our staff member who's been responsible for football, is working with a lot of agencies within the state of Washington to help get that message out. And I know there are a lot of dedicated coaches out there in Washington who are going to play key roles in making sure that we keep football a safe sport for years to come. Beyond that, it's summer. Have a great time. Thanks for all you do. We look forward to having you back on board this coming fall. Let us know how we can help you. Contact us at your earliest convenience if you need anything at all. Take care.